Hello, everyone. I'm Bill Prinzavali, and I'm pleased to be here with Sheikha Maryam Kabeer. Maryam Kabeer will be our guest speaker on April 13th at 7 p.m. at the Metaphysical Center, our Saturday night lecture series. So, Sheikha Maryam, happy to have you here. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's a joy and a blessing.
So, Sheikh Kabeer, I know several of our members in the past know of you, as you have been a good friend of the Metaphysical Center over the years. But for those of our folks that don't know you, could you give us a little bit of background, either of yourself or especially of the upcoming lecture that you're going to be giving?
Yes, I can. In the name of God, the merciful, the compassionate. I will start with something about my own journey that led me here, and it also led me all around the world. I was born in Hollywood, California. I was an actress at the age of 5. Then I was guided to a theater company in the San Fernando Valley at 12. And they were looking for an actress to play lots of parts, and they felt that I was appropriate to do it. And I don't even know what guided me to that place. I have no idea. And this is true of every place I went in the world. So I can only say the one most merciful guided me there for a purpose that is far deeper than what I could have imagined. And so while I was acting many different roles in this lovely assembly of souls, um, the assistant director was from Canada. He saw me and he knew that I had a certain uh, purpose to fulfill. And he made a scroll for me, which was of an ancient man walking in the mountains with a long robe and a long white beard, holding a staff and an illuminated lantern. And it was a being of light on a journey. And at the bottom, it said, "Seek, and the truth shall make you free."
Mhm.
That was very form, formational for me because it's so connected with my inner knowledge of what I was doing in
Mhm.
this life, what I came here for. So instead of thinking I'm a 12-year-old girl in, the San Fernando Valley acting in the theater company or anything else, I was also doing lots of artwork. But I knew that the spiritual journey was my true purpose and was going to be guiding me throughout my life.
No.
Instantly, I knew this, and then it did. It was God's grace alone that was guiding, you know. But from one holy oasis to the next, I was guided throughout the world, and so that's the story of both my life and my book that I wrote about it, the memoir.
Mhm.
Transmitting. It's a transmission more than than something I wrote. I
Mm.
didn't really write it,
Yes,
nor did
indeed.
during the earlier part of my journey. After I was in Berkeley, we had a theater company. It was beautiful, holy, and then when it was completed, I went into retreat for in my um, brother's room, glass room, and I just had incredible dreams from my earliest days and all the way. And
Mm.
I would see these ancient men who were shining and, illuminated and guiding me. So then at a certain point, I was guided. It said, now leave this world behind, this consumer world, and make the journey. Get on the road now. And so I did. I went out. I went to Germany, met with some people that I know who are great musicians and artists who that I knew in Berkeley. And then at a certain point, and the woman's name was Mary Bauermeister. While I was visiting in this extremely creative, amazing place in their home, she started giving me pictures of places I was going to go to,
Mm.
such as Sri Lanka,
Wow.
where I lived, and so many things happened. So at a certain point, that I had completed my beautiful visit with him, and I got out on the road and got onto the Orient Express.
Mm.
Many of us know that from a movie about it, but my journey was very different than that movie. So I sat down on the train And I had um, Rumi's writings in my, in my notes.
Mm.
This is what I read of Mevlana Rumi at that moment. He said, when you get on a train, don't carry your luggage. Put it down. And the train will carry you. The journey will carry you. You're
Mhm.
not you don't can't carry anything. Put it down. So
Mm.
from that point on, I surely understood that I wasn't in charge, and I also wasn't carrying the my own life. I was not carrying my life, and I went out there and had such mystical experiences. But right away, the knowledge came that the journey was guided by a force that I could not fathom.
Mm.
And that in fact I had no computer, I had no phone, I had no Expedia, I knew nothing about those things. I never consulted anything like that. And I also had no place to live. I had no bed to sleep on.
Mm.
Didn't matter. I didn't need that. That's what I was told by Rumi at that moment. You don't need anything. Be carried by God's grace.
Mm.
And so that is just how the journey went. And it went on from, I was in my early 20s or something. And so I'm now 77. And the
Oh,
whole entire journey has been like that. So
wow.
all the things that I've ever written about or filmed are, are manifestations of
Mhm.
divine grace as God had willed for me
Mhm.
to know.
Beautiful, Sheikha Miriam. Thank you. That what a beautiful background. What a beautiful example of following the spirit, following the heart, following the energy.
And
So,
following the divine guidance from
yes.
within our souls.
Right. So just what, and I think we all know the answer, which is what we're going to expect in at the lecture, which will be a discussion of this. But is there anything more specifically you want to say about what people will take away from the lecture on the April 13th?
Yes, um, everyone is on this journey. That
Mm.
it's specifically those who are guided to make the sacred journey.
Mhm.
And it takes time walking step by step by step
Mhm.
on the sacred ground to realize where you have been before, where you are going, and where you must go. So, as I've been traveling around the world, I have been speaking to people wherever I'm asked to speak. One of the last places I was in was Cape Town, and I was guided. I was invited by a wonderful sheikh, and um, then I was brought to a very large, holy gathering place. It was a mosque, and I didn't know what I'm supposed to speak about. They said, "You're going to speak to 350 people tomorrow, 350 women." So I have no idea what I'm going to say. This is now many years down the line, and I've spoken in lots of places. And I see right there on the building on the mosque outside, it says Masjid al-Quds, which means the Holy Mosque.
Mhm.
And then I went in, and it was brilliantly clear. It was shining. The way that things were made were shining with light. That's a place where that reminded me of one where I had such profound experiences called Masjid al-Aqsa, and
Mhm.
that's also the Holy Mosque. Well,
Yes.
in that place in Jerusalem where I was guided,
Mhm.
all the prophets prayed together.
Yes.
All the believers gathered together and prayed together, and the angels are there. All
Mm.
of this guidance is exactly what is needed today.
Mhm.
Considering what's happening in Palestine, it's like unfathomable that you could be treating holy beings and the atmosphere of grace
Mhm.
like that, not understanding it, obviously, that you are following the dark side in a
Mhm.
place where much light is shining.
Yes.
Well, for me, that's what I came to see. I saw the light in many, many lands before the imperialism came, before the wars came. I was guided from one holy land to another.
Mhm.
There was no fighting, no war.
Yes.
And
Oh.
after I embraced Islam with a very holy Palestinian sheikh,
Mhm.
135 years old, I was guided back to meet my next wonderful holy sheikh. And I was in Bulgaria, the train stopped. I got out and made my prayers, and about 100 people came running to embrace me, to kiss me.
Mm,
They were all believers in God, but
mm,
they were not allowed to pray there. That was illegal.
mm,
And every one of them was like overwhelmed with joy. Now, what what I would talk about is the journey itself, as I've experienced it, from one holy oasis to the next, and from one holy person to the next, and what effect it had upon my own evolution
mm,
spiritually.
mhm.
Then, what we want to bring forth in the hearts of the people, in the minds, in the spiritual memories, is their journey. It's not one person's journey. As we saw in the mosque, Masjid al-Aqsa, all the prophets were praying, and all of us, I say, are united in the light. May we
Yes,
be united in God's light. So
yes.
this is what we'll talk about. I will give some examples of my journey, but the door is always open, and that means that anyone can speak. We don't say, and even in the places I go, many times it's mostly men that have been speaking,
Mhm.
and yet no one ever says that I shouldn't speak. No man ever said that. On
Beautiful.
the other hand, these holy, holy men, they say, come, come sit,
Mhm.
come speak. And,
Uh,
and so that's been happening for a long time. That means that any person who's listening is welcome to speak.
Wonderful,
No one
beautiful.
is excluded from this assembly.
Mm. Well, Sheikh Amir, we look forward to hearing your story in more detail and receiving the wisdom that you have gathered over your beautiful journeys. And we know we are all one, and we all want to really feel the love for each other. And we very much look forward to your journey and your speech. So, folks, thank you, Maryam. So, everyone, please keep the date in mind, April 13th at 7 p.m. It's in Lyndhurst, New Jersey. Our website is metaphysicalcenter.org. The details or information are on there and how to register. And I very much look forward to this Saturday evening. Be very special. Thank you, Sheikha Miriam.
And thank you very much for
Pleasure.
your open heart and
Yes,
smile,
indeed.
and for the work that is being done. And in my past with the Metaphysical Society, it's always been like that. And
Mhm,
all the people that I've met there are
mhm.
smiling in the same way. And
Yes.
we want to embrace all lives as our own, love all lives as our own. So I look forward to everyone that we meet there,
Mhm,
and also to have the interchange. It's not, I never stand at a podium and give the
mhm,
talk. It's like I'd like to sit in a circle and everyone
mhm,
hears together and prays together, and then
mhm,
is guided to share the light
mhm.
in that way that the light is manifesting
Mhm.
within each of us and all of us together.
Oh,
God willing,
thank
peace
you,
and
thank you,
blessings
thank you,
be with everyone.
thank you, Sheikha. And folks, we look forward to seeing you there. Okay, have a great day. Bye-bye.